Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for being oh so patient. I know that I disappeared again for a long while, and I apologize. I do think that sometimes I get a little burnt out and I just need a break, and it's been nothing bad going on here. It's been a little bit hectic, just busy wise, but you know, everything's fine. Health wise, I'm good and everything's okay. But I don't know, I get sidetracked on projects and, you know, making candles and, you know, keeping things up on Etsy and the garden. I will update you guys on the garden. It is absolutely growing wonderfully. However, I didn't realize the effort and work that you have to put into a garden. I think I underestimated that when I first got into it, and this is the first garden that I've ever had, and I went like hardcore with it, and so it's been a little overwhelming, but I enjoy it and I work on it every day, just learning how to maintain it and learning about the things that I need to do to keep the plants healthy and growing, and so that does take a lot of my time. Like I said, I'm usually out there every day, and then just the added housework, or not the housework, but the yard work because of the season that we're in. So I apologize, I took a break, but I'm back. And you're probably thinking, well, how long before you take another break? So, but I just wanted to apologize and thank you guys for being patient. So if you're new here, consider subscribing and liking this video. I try to post videos once a week. I know again, don't judge me. I try to post videos once a week on true crime cases, or you know, something that's going on in the news. I know I did a couple of videos on the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, and so you know, that's out there. And there was a time where I was doing videos on candles and making wax melts and candles and fragrance review oils, or fragrance oil reviews rather, and I haven't posted one of those in a while. I do need to update that because I've changed a couple of things that I do, so I need to get on that as well. But anyway, I am back, guys, and I have a case tonight that was requested by a subscriber, and she has been waiting very patiently for me to do this video. Very sad situation. You know, some of these cases you hear a lot about, and it's all that 24/7, and then some cases you don't hear anything, and this is one of those cases, unfortunately. Let me go to the website here, the update. So it looks like the last update on this case, okay, which is the case of missing 4-year-old Lina Kihl. I hope that's the way I'm pronouncing it, or I hope that's the way it's pronounced. The last update was April 20th, 2022. Okay, so that's been a couple of months. So I don't know if there's been anything happen or updated since then, but that's the little article that I'm going to read. And then also the subscriber who requested this case also kindly sent me a nice little outline of what she knows as far as what she's researched, and so I'm also going to read that. And then while I'm reading this, I'll have the pictures of little Lina up on the screen. But little Lina was 4 years old, and let me see. Okay, San Antonio. So San Antonio, Texas is where she went missing from. It's been 4 months and still no sign of Lina Kihl. I remember this is an older video, so it's been longer than 4 months now. The 4-year-old little girl who went missing back in December in northwest San Antonio. The family and those helping to search for her are making another plea to the community to help find her. Although 4 months have passed, the family is not giving up hope that they will find little Lina. They say despite the time that has gone by, they have faith that she is still alive and that she'll come home. Through translator, Lina's father is telling us that the past few months have been difficult for the family as they wait for information from SAPD and the FBI, who are both working the case. So that's good that the FBI is involved. Little Lina went missing back in December from a playground at the family's apartment complex off of Fredericksburg Road. Since then, several searches have taken place with the help of search crews, but sadly, no answers. They're asking anyone with any information to please come forward. The father says, right now, I see that the community is supporting me, even in the searches that they're supporting us, so I'm thankful to them, and they're with me in this bad time, said Ryaz Kihl, Lina's father, through the Lawang Mango family friend and translator. If they feel they know something credible about Lina, then they need to give the information to SAPD. That would be helpful. The other thing would be to keep this family in prayer and be compassionate as you can, said Pamela Allen, the CEO of Eagles Flight Advocacy and Outreach. The family says that they're continuing to pray for Lina's safe return, especially this month as they observe Ramadan. They hope to get updates from SAPD and the FBI to help bring their daughter home. I'm sorry about the siren, guys. There is still a $250,000 reward being offered for information that could help bring Lina home. So it looks like they have a pretty decent reward fund, so that's good, and I'm glad to hear that the FBI is also involved. So this is what the subscriber sent me. Okay, so we know that Lina was at the playground at the apartment complex. Apparently Mom was with her with her little brother, Lina's little brother. So Mom left the playground with her son, with her baby son, from 4:49 p.m. to 5:07 p.m. So Lina was left unattended for 18 minutes. Okay, then Mom returns and she puts eyes on Lina, and she said that she watched her leave the play area and walk towards the exit path. Then Mom didn't call the police right away because she assumed that Lina went back to the apartment or to a friend's apartment. There was also unusual traffic in the complex that day. And due to religious reasons, Mom can't be seen on camera, which is probably why when I tried to look into it a little bit, I did see the father doing interviews, but I had not seen anything with the mother, so that explains that. And then also Mom was 24 years old and she was 4 months pregnant at the time. So I don't know if those are all of the siblings. So we've got Lina, we've got Lina's younger brother, and then we have another baby on the way. So 2 young children and 1 new one on the way. We're going to just kind of get into this right now and see what kind of information. I want to go back to that day in December and see what kind of energy we pick up leading up to the situation for Lina Kihl. All right, what information can we get on Lina? Let me see here. All right. All right, so we have the 10 of Wands reversed, the Star reversed, the Hanged Man, the 6 of Pentacles reversed, the Tower, 2 of Pentacles, the Hermit, the 8 of Cups, the King of Wands reversed, and the 4 of Pentacles reversed. So right away I'm looking at this and I've got what, 1, 2, 3, no, 1, 2, 3, 3 Pentacles. So we've got some money showing up. Okay, I'm not happy about seeing the Tower, but the Tower is representing what we know already happened. All right, this is the event, and right now it's not a good event, right? So I don't like seeing it, but at the same time I'm not surprised that it's come out representing the situation. So it's not a good situation, right? Obviously. Another thing I'm concerned about is this 6 of Pentacles reversed. So this card here is fairness, equality, give and take, reciprocation, but it's reversed. So it's inequality. It's being unfair, giving and, not receiving, okay, taking. And so immediately when I seen this card, I'm thinking of taking. That makes me, and before I even go any further, before I forget, let me just put a disclaimer out there that this is, for entertainment purposes. I hate saying that, but I need to try to remember saying it more often. So let me just put that out there. But based on what I'm picking up on the cards and intuitively, I'm looking at this as someone took something that didn't belong to them. They took something that they shouldn't have taken, okay? So that makes me feel like it's, at least put on the table. We have a possible abduction here. As a matter of fact, let me keep that outline open so that I have that, so I can refer to that. So let me go back really quick. Mom was gone for 18 minutes. She does see Lina when she returns, and then she watches her leave the play area and walk towards the exit path. She walks towards the exit path. So let's go down here to the Hermit, because we've got a man here that is concealing his identity. So somebody that is, what is this, December, San Antonio, December, I don't know what their winters are like. I'm assuming it's mild compared to what we have up here in northern Indiana, but it's probably light jacket weather, maybe hoodie weather. I feel like this was an individual that was utilizing a hoodie to mask his identity, okay? This is, I feel like, an older individual, okay? 40s or above. This to me is a male who is at least the age of 40 or older because of the beard. I'm looking at that beard right now, and that's something that I think could have been seen regardless of what he was wearing, but he could have been, wearing a hoodie, a hat, a scarf, a jacket, whatever. But this is somebody that was in that area. And the way the Hermit is searching, he's got his light out, and he's looking around, right? And he's facing in a certain direction. So it makes me question if this person, this older male, was in that area. Was he watching Lina? Was he waiting for an opportunity? But if he was waiting for an opportunity, why not take that opportunity when Mom left for 18 minutes? That makes me kind of lean towards the fact that this was a wrong time, wrong place type of situation. Maybe he was looking out for something, and since she was walking towards that exit path, maybe she was headed to home. Maybe she was headed to a friend's house. But 4 years old, that seems, I don't know. I'm a little bit, I don't know. But could she have wandered in? Could she have crossed this person's path right at the wrong time? Was he out to no good, and she just happened to be there? So let's put that on the table as well. And then I do believe that this Eight of Cups here is Lina. Okay, so this would be Lina. These cups here represent what she's walking away from. So that's going to be the playground. That's going to be her mom, her brother. And she's facing away. That goes with Mom's story of watching her walk away. This is what Mom's seen. Mom's seen her walking away, okay, towards the exit. When she gets to the exit, though, we have this situation. Whatever happened, okay? And it changed their world. It changed their lives. And then, again, another thing with this Hangman. All right, this is a waiting card. So between the Hangman and we've got the Hangman and we've got the Hermit. So we've got waiting, watching, looking. This person, I have to ask more questions as far as if Lina was the target of this person, or if it was just random, or if this person knew of Lina and the family. Those are some of the other questions that I'm planning on asking. But already I feel like we have an individual here, okay, that was in the area that potentially took Lina. So I know that the subscriber sent me some pictures of the apartment complex. I'm going to have to, before I upload this video, I'm going to have to search those photos because I want to see what the gate looks like. I mean, was she, when she walked to the exit, was she just walking into openness where her mom and everyone could still have eyes on her? Was she walking into a wooded area? Was she walking and then going around the corner where her mom can't see her? I'm kind of curious about that because, yeah, she walked away, but this all happened, I believe, after she walked away, and so I'm curious to see what was around her and you know, was it visible to anyone? All right, so, and then we have the King of Wands. I do believe that this person is the King of Wands. And the King of Wands coming out reversed, especially with this deck, this particular deck, whenever he comes out reversed, this is somebody that is angry. This is someone who's full of rage. I don't particularly like seeing him come out reversed like this for this deck in this reading. This is that Hermit. This is the person that's responsible. Okay, so you know, he just doesn't look like a force to be reckoned with. You know, he's got that lion. He's fierce, right? He's you know, that's what we're dealing with here. And then we've got this aspect of, you know, value, holding on to something, trying to keep something, refusing to allow to let something go. Let me put that one aside for a second. What else haven't we looked up? Okay, so we've got the Star reversed. Yeah, that doesn't give me a good feeling either. Oppression, the Ten of Wands reversed. I feel like that's referring to the person that's responsible in this situation. Okay, so this is somebody who I think has some anger and some I don't want to say mental issues, but this person has some issues. Okay, this person is obviously not right. I mean, you're not right? If you do this or if you commit any crime like this, we know you're not right. You don't need a tarot card to tell you that. But this to me just kind of reiterates that and cements it for me that this person had a lot of things going on, and it was almost like a snap. Okay, I look at it as a snap because this is like the end of the road. This is the 10. This is at the end of the line. All right, usually when it comes out like this, yeah, you've been carrying a heavy load. This is you know, carrying something on your shoulders like a burden, but you're almost there and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You just have a little bit more to go. You're gonna make it. You're gonna be okay, right? But when it comes out reversed, it's almost saying that, you know, you may not make it. You may not be okay because you know, I don't know if, I just feel like this person kind of had a switch that was like, I can't take it anymore. So again, we'll ask more about that later with motive, you know, if this was an intended, you know, situation for Lina, or like I said, wrong place, wrong time type of situation. But that just kind of gives us an idea of who this person is. Okay, so again, I would say somebody 40 or older, somebody that potentially has a beard or some sort of facial hair. He was trying to conceal his identity. He could have been hanging around in the parking lot. He could have been hanging around the playground that day. I do believe that he was visible. People probably weren't paying attention because it's probably an area where people are coming and going anyways. But I do believe that he was kind of hanging around in that area. But that also tells me that there's nothing special about him to cause concern either. He looks like an average man just walking around doing his own thing. And so that is what I'm getting so far. But internally he has some rage, he has some anger, and he was, I'd say, spiritually, okay, on the verge of collapse, on the verge of breaking. So, okay, and then we've got this Four of Pentacles I need to go over, and then we also have the Two of Pentacles. So, again, and we have that Six of Pentacles. So, the Six of Pentacles, like I said, I feel like this is a taking, okay? Taking something that doesn't belong to you, an injustice, all right? But then we have the Two of Pentacles. So, it's almost as if I feel like he felt that he was just, I look at this, that he, through his eyes, and I feel like that's what these two cards are. Through his eyes, he felt justified in doing what he did. Okay, he felt it was fair. So he may feel like there's a, you know, there's definitely, I'm picking up a deserving of this. Okay, so is this somebody that knows the family? You know, is there bad blood between this person and the family? Does he feel like they owe him? Is this for revenge? I mean, he's already, we know, got some issues, right? He's already, you know, definitely a person not to be messed with, and he's not mentally 100%. Okay, I'll just say it that way. And I have to wonder with these two cards here, you know, is there something that this family potentially, you know, it could be anything, you know, and I'm not saying it's anything negative. You know, do they owe someone money? Did they have somebody, you know, work on something and they were supposed to pay and they didn't? And so this person, already being kind of not right in the head, goes off and does something like this. These two cards are leaning me in the direction that Lina was the target, because this to me is almost like he was deserving of it. He wasn't, you know, he was not. But in his mind, this was to make it right. This was to make it balanced. Okay, so yeah. Let me ask if Lina was the target. If Lina was the target, was Lina the target of this? Ooh, yikes, somebody was knocking on the door. I'm going to ignore it. I don't ever answer my door. Yeah, I feel like Lina was the target. She was the prize. She's the pentacle. Oh, gosh, hold on a second. Let me answer the door. Let me see who's here. Okay, I'm back, guys. I'm sorry about that. I have 3 grown sons, and everybody has like 2 cars, and somebody stopped by that lived in the neighborhood, wanted to know if the cars were for sale, so I dealt with that. All right, I'm sorry, I'm back. Okay. I do believe that Lina, I do believe that she was the target. She was definitely the target. Let me pull out those other cards again. So we've got, what am I looking at? We've got the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles here. All right, so when I look at this, I see the story of, this is a person, okay, who feels like this was owed to him. He feels like, whether this was revenge, whether this was payment of some sort, but he feels ripped off, okay? He feels like he wasn't given a fair shake, and he felt like he was going to take what he thought belonged to him. And in this case, it happened to be Lina. Now, if he wanted Lina, or if the purpose was to harm or to hurt the family, I don't know yet, but I do feel like this was intended for Lina. I do think that she was the actual target, unfortunately. Let's see what else we have here. All right, so I want to ask if mom and dad or anyone in the family know this person, okay? Do they know him? Is this a family friend or an associate of the family somehow, some way. Okay, let's take these two here. The King of Swords reversed and the Knight of Wands upright. All right, so this could potentially be this could be somebody that is, I'm looking at this as kind of like a hierarchy type situation. We've got a king and we've got a knight, so we've got a boss and we've got a you know, somebody underneath. That's the way I'm looking at these two. All right, and then we've got the boss here reversed. So this is somebody that is, you know, the look at him. What do you get from that card? What do you get from that feeling, that look? All right, that looks like somebody who's ready to charge at you at any moment. Okay, very similar to that King of Wands reversed as well. I feel like because this is coming out reversed, okay, because it's coming out reversed, and the fierceness on his face, these are one and the same. Okay, so this is one and the same. This is a person that is not a nice person. Okay, I mean, just go by the feeling that you get from looking at these two men, especially this one, the way he's eyeing us. He's got his, I don't know what kind of, I can't remember the name of that tool, but he's got his sword. I mean, here he's got his stick or whatever that is. I don't know what it is, but this is somebody who looks like they are ready to charge at any given moment. Okay, they are going into battle. They don't fear anything. They are confident and competent, right? But they're coming out reverse, so it's like the very, I look at the reversals in this particular case, not always, but in this particular case, I look at the reversals as being the worst side of this individual. So all that fierceness, instead of it being determination and drive and all of that good stuff, with it coming out like this is cruelty. This is cruelty, anger, you know, that's the way I'm picking up this individual. So because I do believe that these two kings are the same person, one and the same person, I believe that this King of Swords reversed is the person that's responsible. And then that leads us to who is the knight? Who is the person below this individual? Could this be someone that maybe someone in the family works for or knows? Let's see here. Ace of Cups. The High Priestess reversed. And then we have the Eight of Wands, or the Eight of Swords reversed. So so we've got a female coming up. All right, there's a female coming up in this situation. And the only female that I'm aware of in this case, there's not a whole lot of information out there on Lina's situation. The only female that I'm aware of in this story is, well, Lina herself and her mom. Okay, we've got a woman now appearing, and then we also have a, some could argue this is a love card. New feelings, developing feelings, good things. So we've got those two things coming, and then we have that, you know, we still got this Knight of Wands, right? So this is interesting. So we've got possibly a relationship here. I'm wondering, this is entertainment purposes only, right? I'm not, let me just say that. So I don't know anything about this family. I don't know anything about this mom, but we have a female. We have a woman coming up here, and we have that Ace of Cups, and that Ace of Cups is always, not always, but that represents emotions and feelings, an overflowing of emotions and good feelings and happiness and peace and love and all of those things, those relationship type things. And then we have these two individuals. Okay, this to me is the person that's responsible for taking Lina. And then we have this woman who feels trapped, like she can't get out of this situation. She doesn't know how to get out of this situation. She doesn't feel like she has any say so. Okay, I do believe that this is mom. Without a doubt, this is mom. So why does she feel trapped? Is it because she feels like she can't do anything for her daughter? Or is it something else entirely? Is there some connection? Because remember my original question to this card here, these couple of cards, or these ones here, was there any connection between family and this person? And mom is coming out. Okay, mom is coming out, and you know, right here in this message from the subscriber, it says, due to religious reasons, mom can't be seen on camera. So we've got a woman here that's blindfolded. She's got her hands tied behind her back. She, I feel like, suspects or knows something, or knows this individual. Okay, there's some connection here with mom, and I'm not saying that she was having a relationship with this person. I'm not saying that at all. I'm simply saying that mom, I feel, has some information but is unable to express that. She cannot, okay, for whatever reason, because this card here tells me that she's stuck. She can't, she's done, you know, she's just unable to express what she knows. I don't know if it's for fear of her own safety. I don't know if it's to cover for someone, or something along those lines, but I do feel like mom knows something. Mom knows something, or someone. And then we have the High Priestess. So again, I feel like this is mom, and I feel like this was a situation where she possibly trusted the wrong individual. I you know, this is all about intuition and femininity and, you know, listening to your insight and all that good stuff. But when it comes out like this, it tells me that this is a person that didn't. This is a person that, you know, ignored the signs, okay? Went against the grain, went against what she knew what she knew was right. Okay, so is there a situation where there was a connection to someone, this person here, and perhaps she knew it wasn't the right thing, or this person wasn't good, or there were signs that this person wasn't right, or whatever the case may be, but went ahead and did it anyways, didn't listen to that inner feeling, that gut feeling, didn't pay attention to the warning signs, got herself in this situation with this person, and now she was stuck, and for whatever reason, something happened. And then we still have that Knight of Wands. So who is the Knight of Wands? I feel like the Knight of Wands is dad. I feel like Lina's dad is coming out as the Knight, which I'm kind of surprised about, to be honest with you. So this tells me that on the hierarchy level, dad is a little bit lower than this guy. So dad might be a little bit younger. Dad might be perhaps an employee of this individual, or there's something that is making dad not on the same playing field as the person responsible. And I believe that dad also is aware of the situation. He's at least, he maybe not aware that it has something to do with Lina, but aware of what the dynamics surrounding this situation. Okay, so I feel like but mom, I feel, definitely has some information that she's afraid to come out and say. All right, okay, so I want to ask if anybody's seen what happened to Lina, if anybody witnessed it. Whether she was lured, whether this person, you know, snapped her up, put her in a car, you know, where she could potentially be. Is she still in Texas? So let's see what comes out for that. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. Okay. The Magician. Let me do one more. The Fool. Alright, the Fool reversed. So recklessness. We have recklessness, not happy. We have a couples. We have arguing. We have manipulation. Yeah, I don't really feel like, I feel like this person, whatever he did, whether he put Lina in a car, whether he walked off with her, whatever it was, he did it very incognito. I don't believe anybody's seen anything, and I say that because of the Magician. So what is a magician? That's the trick of the eye. That's somebody that's sneaky and does things and you don't even see it. Right? You go to see a magician on a stage doing magic tricks and they pull things out of their hands and their sleeves, and you know, it's a trick, right? But they're so good at it, you don't see what they're doing. You don't see all the movements that they're, you know, so it's tricky. It's the thing is what I'm trying to focus on is that you don't see it. You don't see it. You really got to be paying attention. You got to be really, really focused and paying attention to every detail to pick up on the trick, right? So the fact that this is coming out tells me that probably no, it was so quick that nobody even batted an eye. Nobody paid any attention whatsoever. He was very, very sneaky and manipulative about it. And I say that because it's reversed, okay? So, you know, to me, this is trickery, all right? This guy knew what he was doing. He was waiting. He was looking. He was waiting. He was waiting for the opportunity. I still have the question of why didn't he do it when Mom was gone? So I'm going to have to ask about that. Why, if he was waiting on an opportunity, why not do it when Mom was completely gone instead of when she came back? So that is still bugging me. But this was a person that was waiting, watching, and, you know, took the opportunity. Now the Fool, okay, this is somebody taking their journey, somebody, you know, whatever. I look at this as Lina. I look at this Fool person as, or the Fool as Lina, because this is just Lina living her life, having fun, carefree, a child, playing, just enjoying her existence out on the playground, not having a care in the world. And with it coming out reversed, it's showing that, and I hate to use the word carelessness, but carefreeness, okay? You know, being okay? You're gonna, if somebody says, help me look for my puppy, a lot of 4-year-olds will help that person look for their puppy. They want to help, okay? They're not thinking, oh, this person could kidnap me and harm me. They're 4. And so this card to me represents Lina, okay? Being in that vulnerable situation, okay? Trusting someone that unfortunately she couldn't trust. All right. So I feel like she, you know, I am kind of on the fence of whether or not I think that there was a little bit of luring going on. Okay. Because if it's true, if what Mom is reporting that she watched her walk towards the exit was this person standing from a distance beckoning her for some reason, was he calling to her? Was he asking her something that maybe was out of earshot of Mom? But it was enough to get Lina's attention, and you know, she goes, and it's funny that I mentioned the dog because we've got a dog in this one as well. So, you know, did he have a dog with him? Did he use that as a means to lure her out of that playground to come towards him so that then he could snatch her up? That's kind of the way I'm looking at things right now. And then we have the Lovers, we have arguing. So I think that there are issues between mom and dad. Okay. Mom and dad are not doing very well, and I don't think that they were doing very well prior to this situation either. So there's some issues with mom and dad's relationship, I would guess. Okay. We've got the Two of Cups reversed, and we've got strife, the Five of Wands. So this just kind of puts into perspective their relationship. There's a lot of disagreements. There's a lot of bickering going on. There's some issues there, and like I said, that was prior to, and it has continued to be that way. In fact, it may have even increased. Okay. And then the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is right on the card. It says success unfulfilled. Okay, so it's kind of like, you plant a garden and you don't have a lot to harvest. You didn't yield a lot. You didn't yield what you were expecting or hoping for. You yielded some, but it was nowhere near what you were hoping for. So it's you've got some things, but it was way less than what you expected to begin with. And so there's something in this story about money. Okay, we've had enough pentacles pop up now to make me think that there's an issue about money. There's something here going on with money. Did they owe money? But I feel like we've got a couple of different things going on here with this individual that's responsible. We've got this money aspect, but we also have this potential relationship that's coming up with that Ace of Cups between possibly mom and this man. Now, that Ace of Cups doesn't have to be romantic, okay? It doesn't have to be a romance relationship. It can be a co-worker, a boss, supervisor, superior type position. Maybe he was a supervisor, but there's some connection. There's some relationship between, I think, mom and this man. Like I said, it doesn't have to be romance or romantical or anything like that, but there is something. Okay, so we've got a couple of different things. We've got that, and then we've got this money thing, this financial thing. So let me go ahead and change the deck, and I want to ask really quick about if this was what this person was wanting to do, if this is what his motive was to take Lina for revenge or something along those lines, why didn't he just do it when mom was back at the apartment? So I want to ask about the story that mom is giving. Is this the truth? Is this story what happened? Okay, Queen of Cups, another Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles reversed, the Tower. The second time the Tower. Page of Swords reversed, Two of Cups reversed. That's the second time the Two of Cups has come out reversed. So I think that I think mom, I can tell you that I feel like mom is devastated. Okay, I think she is devastated because I'm looking at this Queen of Cups and she's very emotional. She's holding a Kleenex. She looks like she's crying. It looks like the man next to her is comforting her. I do actually believe that that is the father. I think that's her wife, or her husband rather. So Lina's dad. I think this is Lina's mom and dad, and I think that they're comforting each other, but there are some deeper issues below the surface that are still there. It doesn't mean that, they're not comforting each other, or that he's not comforting the mom. So I do think that they can put their differences aside, whatever that may be, to kind of deal with the current situation. But there's genuine grief on on mom. Okay, so I don't necessarily think that she wanted anything or intended any harm to come to Lina, but I do think that she is still aware of there's information that she has, and she may even suspect the person involved, and I think maybe even the father as well, and don't feel that they can come forward for whatever reason. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles, again, we've got the work card, we've got the money thing, we've got finances. This is also a very detailed card for me. This is paying attention to all the details, okay? And it's reversed. So I almost have to feel like she just wasn't paying attention. She wasn't, okay? She was maybe became a little bit complacent, and maybe that playground was a place that she took Lina often, and she had walked off many times in the past and maybe went back to the apartment or someplace else, and it had been fine. And so I do feel like this was she let her guard down. She got too comfortable. And I don't think expected this to happen, even though this person is in her life somehow. I don't think that she expected this to happen. This wasn't the repercussions that she was expecting. But this to me is a detailed card. It's paying attention, it's focus, it's working, and that to me says she wasn't paying attention. She wasn't focused on what she should have been focused. She was elsewhere. And then again, the Tower card. So because of that, I feel like, honestly, in my opinion, the grief that's on the mom right now is she does blame herself to a certain extent because she was the one there. Okay, and I don't think that Dad is blaming her for that. He doesn't hold any kind of thoughts that, she's to blame, because to me it looks like Dad is comforting her. But she does blame herself for not paying closer attention and letting this happen. So this is definitely not an intention by Mom, in my opinion. Okay, Mom may have, I do think that Mom suspects and has some information, but she's scared to come forward. This kind of makes me feel like the reason why she feels trapped in that Eight of Swords is more out of concern and fright and for her safety, for her family's safety, than out of anything mischievous or nefarious. Okay, so I think that Mom is just devastated because she was the one that was watching Lina that day. And the Page of Swords, it looks like a child playing at the playground, literally. And I feel like this actually goes with what's going on here. I think the mom blaming herself. She was there 1 minute and she was gone the next minute. She was just like, she flew away. She vanished. She didn't have her eye on her. She wasn't, if you look at this kite here, the little girl is attached, she's holding on to the kite. She's paying attention. She's watching. That was what the mom wasn't doing. She wasn't watching. She wasn't paying attention. And that's what happened. But again, there's still problems in the marriage. There have been. There's still some issues between Mom and Dad. It's like they're coming together because they're both trying to deal with this. Mom blames herself. Dad's supporting her. I don't think that he's blaming, he's trying to help her through it. He's trying to grieve, but that doesn't dismiss the fact that they have deeper issues, and there is something else that's like underneath the surface here that's coming out that makes me feel like there's a connection to the person responsible. Let me ask, do police know anything more than what they're saying? I think that this is the Three of Cups. That's hopeful. That would be a yes. I think that the police have way more information than they're telling us, which is often how it is. But this is a celebration card. So this tells me that they might have some high hopes because I hold on, will Lina be found? Will this case have a good ending? Will Lina be found? Okay, so we have the Page of Wands reversed. Four of Swords reversed. Five of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, that's not what I was expecting or hoping for. I feel like the police are positive. I feel like police, FBI, I think all of these entities are working together. So I think that, you know, there's definitely a team effort here, as far as, I don't know if this is, you know, local police and FBI and family or another department, but this is the departments, all of them working together, trying to get this case solved. And I think that they're actually quite satisfied with the information that they've gathered so far. They have a lot more information than they've told us or the public, and I think they feel good about it. They feel positive. You know, we've got the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords and the Five of Pentacles concerns me. It concerns me because the Four of Swords is usually a rest card. All right, it's time to rest. You need a break. Give it a second. Take a pause. Take a breather. You know, it's usually the man that's laying on. It kind of looks like he's, you know, he's the one's laying down and his swords are hanging up on the wall behind him, and then one is down to his to the bottom of his hand on the side of the table that he's laying on. So that's what the card typically looks like, and that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, there's sometimes I look at the Four of Swords representing different things, and not always good things, but it does kind of look like a child. It looks like a young girl, and it looks like she's sitting in a room, and well, it's a young woman because she's got a printer and a computer, but you know, she's taking a break, she's pausing, she's not working for a minute, she's goofing around a little bit and having a laugh and just kind of giving herself the space that she needs to just kind of breathe for a second, right? And it's coming out reversed, so that means that there's a break that needs to be taken but isn't for some reason. Okay, so these three cards are Lina. These three cards are Lina. So we have the Page of Wands, reversed, and then we have the Five of Pentacles, which I don't care for this one, to be honest with you, because to me, I'm looking at this and I you know, it's like I see immediately when I pulled this card, it looks like blood splatter on the snow. And we know that Lina went missing in December. And although there may not be snow in San Antonio, I do feel like this represents the time in which she went missing. And we've got a little girl in the woods, and it looks like she's lost. And it looks like there's blood on the snow. So it just, that, you know, she's turned around. She's confused. She doesn't know where to go. She doesn't know what to do. So to me, this is Lina not knowing where she's at. Okay, this is her not being aware of her surroundings. She doesn't know where she's at. Is it possible that this person, you know, took her someplace? I do believe that that's the case. That's the situation. I don't believe that she just wandered off, because if they've done, you know, searches in that area, I don't know if they've brought in scent dogs or tracking dogs or anything like that. If they haven't found anything and it's been all these months, I don't think it's a case of just wandering off. But she is in an area that she's unfamiliar with. And I don't like the look of the girl in the card, because she looks concerned. She looks scared. She's looking behind her. She's trying to figure out what to do. And then we have needing a break, but not being able to take one, being overwhelmed, okay? And then we have the Page of Wands, again, reversed. So this is kind of like the Page of Wands is, you know, it's like usually the beginning of something, okay? Think of it as kind of like an ace, kind of the beginning or the start of something. It's usually something that you are growing fond of, or you're developing a passion for, something along those lines, and you're kind of in the beginning phase of it, and you're just learning about it, and you're just, you know, you're diving into it. So this is like, with it being reversed, it's almost, I'm looking at this as she was stopped. She was stopped from her. It's like her life was not her life, because I don't want to say that, okay, but it's like the way her way of living, okay, not her life, but her way of living, the life that she knew up until that point was just stopped that day, okay. Everything that she knew ceased to exist. However, I do feel like she is potentially alive, and I you know, because this card here, it shows that she's concerned, it shows that she's scared. She could be scared, she could be someplace that she doesn't recognize. Let me ask specifically, does this person, is she still in Texas? Is Lina still in Texas? Is Lina still in Texas? The Nine of Pentacles reversed. I don't think she's in Texas. Is she in the United States? Strength. I'm looking at those mountains. Is she outside? Water. Ace of Cups. What do you get when you see this card? Because immediately, this is a fairly new deck, so I haven't used it that often, but immediately when I seen this card, I thought of cold. Cold. Because it almost looks like ice. And then we have we've got this winter scene. Okay, we've got woods. We've got this card here where it's outside. Okay, we've got mountains in the background. We've got the change of seasons. She went missing in December. It's now almost July. Okay, so I feel like she has experienced the transition in seasons. She's went from winter to spring to summer. I actually feel like she's still alive. I really do. I feel like she's still alive. She's being held somewhere, and she's doesn't know where she's at. You hate to say it, but I feel like she is, you know, she's scared. She's lost. She doesn't know where she's at. But I think that she is outside. Okay, whether it's a building outside, or I don't think that she's in Texas. I think that she's someplace else, potentially someplace that has mountains. Is this person with her? Is this person with her? The Ten of Wands reversed. Okay, so I look at that as a yes, even though typically I would say the Ten of Wands would be a no. But because we pulled the Ten of Wands earlier, and I said that to me tells me a little bit into his mindset, that he was kind of on the verge of snapping, we've come full circle back to the Ten of Wands. So when I ask if he is with her, and I pulled that Ten of Wands earlier, and I pull a Ten of Wands now reversed, that to me is an absolute yes, he is with her. Okay, so this is to me representing him. I actually feel like he has her, and she's still alive. And I think that it, you know, with the Three of Cups representing the police department, I think with their kind of knowledge of what's going on, let me see, is this case going to be solved? Are they going to find Lina? Are they going to find her? The Knight of Wands. Okay. The Knight of Cups. Well, we've got two knights. They're definitely looking. The Six of Pentacles reversed again. The Two of Wands. And the Emperor, the Emperor. I like this Emperor. It's like my favorite one because it's a female. Okay, I feel like it's a good sign that I honestly feel like they could potentially find her. We've got two knights here. Okay, we've got the Knight of Wands. You know, we've got the Knight of Cups. So, you know, knights are the action people. Now, the Knight of Cups is kind of, you know, they kind of have that image of daydreamy, kind of love, dreaming of your loved one, whatever, all that kind of stuff. But I'm looking at this as people working on the case. They're knights. They're working, okay? You've got some people that are working behind the scenes, and you've got some people that are working on the ground, okay? That's why I'm looking at this one with it being reversed. And so this is, to me, the people that are doing the research that aren't on the ground. These are the people that are out on the field and actually doing whatever it is, doing whatever it is that they got to do, but they're working together. And then again, we've got the Six of Pentacles reversed again. So that kind of goes back to the Six of Pentacles that we pulled earlier. I think that they actually have a good idea. I think that they have kind of an idea that this is at least an abduction, okay? They may not know who's responsible, but I think that they're aware of the idea or the fact that this is looking to be like an abduction. The Two of Wands, that's balance. That's fairness. And I feel like, look at that. I feel like that energy from this card, all of that fire and energy that's coming off of this card, this is the work that's going into this case. So even though this is not a case that we hear about on TV, it's nice to know that the law enforcement is putting this much effort, because they are really busting their butt. They are putting in a lot of effort into this case, and I think that they have a lot more information. They haven't necessarily been putting it out, and I think that that's because they know that she's still alive. I really do believe she's alive. I think that they know that she is potentially still alive, and they have to kind of be careful because they don't want to scare this individual and potentially have him do something, okay, to her. Again, the Emperor, this is again working behind the scenes, and she looks happy. We have a date circled, and it's October 31st. In tarot, we always look at single numbers, so we take 31st and we put it down to one digit, so we take 3 plus 1 is 4. That's how we get the number 4 for the Emperor. But we have October 31st. So do we have a date here? Do we have the month of October? Is it October that something is going to happen, that they're going to find Lina? It'll be interesting to see, because there's a whole bunch of things that you could look at with that calendar, a whole bunch of dates, a whole bunch of different different theories that you could look into that. But I think it's interesting that the calendar is coming out. They are definitely working. They're working towards solving this case. Let me just pull one card from, and then I'll end this. Let me just pull one card here. Okay, let me see here. Okay, will this person get caught? So this was a complicated one, guys. I feel like Mom is connected to this individual. It's not... There's some issues in the marriage, okay? There's some things that were there already before Lina went missing. There's some sort of connection to this person that's responsible. I'm not saying anything about any kind of a relationship or anything romantical or anything like that. Is romantical a word? Anything romantic? Romantical. So I'm not suggesting that, but there is some knowledge at least of this person's existence. And I think mom has suspicions, had signs, ignored the signs, has her suspicions, but isn't saying anything, can't say anything for whatever reason. And then yes, we have the Seven of Swords. So there's some deception here. There's deception going on. All right, so someone is hiding some things, right? And then we got that cloak. We've got that concealing again. So I do believe that mom has information, okay? Mom is not involved, I don't think, in her daughter's being missing. I think that she blames herself because she wasn't paying attention. She wasn't watching as closely as she should have. And I think she blames herself for that, even though dad is not blaming her, or, dad is actually comforting her. But there is something that she knows or suspects about a particular individual, and she's not saying. So the deception is there. There is deception, okay? I don't know if the dad is aware of it or not. I think he is. I think he's also aware of it. But for whatever reason, whoever this person is, they're not reporting it. They're not saying it. I don't know. Let me ask one more time. What is the connection to this person and Lina's family? What is the connection between this person and Lina's family? The Knight of Wands. We pulled that Knight of Wands earlier. We pulled the Knight of Wands earlier, and I said that it was the father because I believe it's the father. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. They're scared of him. They're scared of this person. Whoever he is, he's that dragon up on top of that mountain or volcano or whatever it is. He's the dragon. This is the dad, the mom, both. They're scared. They're scared of this person. I don't know who this person is. I don't know the connection to the family. There is some connection. There's obviously some connection between this person who's responsible and who has Lina and the family. Whoever he is, they're scared to say a word. They don't have anything, I don't believe, anything to do with their daughter's disappearance, but they have information that they're too scared to say. So anyway, guys, I'm going to end it there. Again, I apologize it took me so long to get a video out. I plan on doing another video tomorrow, and I'm not going to say what it is, so I just will put that out there, and I hope to get that one up by Monday. So for all of you who were here and you stayed to the very end, I thank you so much for that, and I appreciate your support. Again, I thank you for your patience, and I will see you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your wonderful weekend. Bye.